Jethro Tull Stormwatch. The clouds gather. Every trilogy has its shadow. For Jethro Tull's folk rock arc, Stormwatch is that shadow. Released in 1979, it closes the journey begun with Songs from the Wood and Heavy Horses. But where those albums celebrated hearth and field, Stormwatch looks outward, to the sea, the sky, and the looming threat of ecological collapse. It's an album of warnings, of tides rising, winds shifting, and traditions under siege. And it arrived at a time when the band itself was changing. Bassist John Glascock was gravely ill, and this would be his last contribution. The record carries that weight. May we always remember his contribution. The sound is darker, more urgent. Anderson's songwriting shifts from pastoral celebration to ecological alarm. Barlow's drumming is storm-like precision. Palmer's orchestration adds cinematic weight. And the bass, often upfront, sometimes heavy, grounds the album with a mechanical pulse. Glascock's contribution on Stormwatch was for the tracks Orion, Flying Dutchman, and Elegy. Anderson played bass on the rest. Decoding the track highlights. North Sea Oil. This track grabs you immediately with its urgent, sharp edge. The bass grinds with the relentless rhythm of life on an oil rig, while Anderson's flute cuts through in shrill, bird-like bursts. Barlow's cymbals crash like waves against metal, and Barr's guitar slices cleanly through the mix. Beneath the surface of this rocker lies a pointed protest song, gritty, industrial, and perfectly calibrated for its era. Orion. This song moves between heavy electric surges and quiet acoustic passages. Piano, violin, and bass create contemplative verses that evoke stargazing, before Barr's guitar drags you into cosmic turbulence. This push and pull captures both aspects of Orion, the mythic hunter and the constellation itself, with its subtle hints at mortality. Home. The bass anchors everything here, though it occasionally threatens to overpower the arrangement. Strings bring warmth to the track, while the orchestration adds a layer of nostalgia. The electric guitar remains delicate throughout, and the percussion stays subtle with gentle cymbal washes. It's a calm break in the album's storm, a tender expression of longing for home. Dark Ages. This is an epic, uneasy piece filled with foreboding. Piano and organ open in dark tones, then the tempo lurches unpredictably with sudden starts, stops, and marching rhythms. Barr's riffs thunder through the arrangement while violins pierce the texture. The bass pulses ominously and the drums evoke the sound of falling empires. Anderson's lyrics scream apocalypse, and the music deliberately keeps you off balance. The midway guitar solo builds to a massive peak before fading into an eerie collapse, like watching civilization crumble in real time. Something's on the move. Fast and electric, this track buzzes with restless energy. Organ and piano add textural depth while the flute cuts through with clarity. The bass throbs like a heartbeat as the drums maintain a steady drive. It's pure momentum, a storm rolling in at full speed. Ringill. Acoustic fingerpicking and whispered vocals echo like ancient chants on Scottish cliffs. Short, intimate, and folk-driven. It serves as a ritual pause amid the album's chaos. Flying Dutchman. This sea epic keeps evolving across its 7 minutes runtime. It begins with piano and flute before fuzzy electric guitars punch through, then mandolin and acoustic guitar shift the mood toward folk. The tempo mimics wild, unpredictable waves. The orchestration swells, the flute dances above the mix, and the drums hold everything steady. The whole piece feels timeless, like the ghost ship itself, wandering forever. Elegy. David Palmer's poignant farewell is acoustic and mournful with delicate layering throughout. Flute, bass, guitar, and violins weave together in harmony, supported by light percussion. An electric guitar enters softly near the end. It's a dignified close to the trilogy, sad, graceful, and fitting. Beyond the highlights. Once again in true Collection Vault tradition, I haven't covered every song here. 2 tracks, Warm Sporran and Old Ghosts are being set aside for now. We'll look at these two in the not too distant future. The album overall. Overall, Stormwatch is not a fan favourite. It's heavy, fragmented and unsettling, but it's also prophetic. Anderson's ecological themes feel more relevant now than ever, and the album's darker tone gives the trilogy its necessary shadow. Stormwatch does not end with a triumphant flourish, nor with a neatly tied bow. Its closing feels lighter, almost inconclusive, as though the storm has passed but the silence that follows is uneasy. Perhaps that is the point. Nature's warnings and human fragility are not easily resolved. And fittingly, this was the final album with Jethro Tull's classic lineup. A curtain call before the winds shifted and the band's course changed forever. It is an accomplished work, standing alongside Songs from the Wood and Heavy Horses, yet it lingers differently. The unresolved echoes invite us back, again and again, to listen, to discover, and to wrestle with what remains unsaid. In closing, the trilogy ends here. Songs from the Wood lit the fire, Heavy Horses celebrated the realist heart, and Stormwatch brought the storm clouds. For me, deep listening revealed a stormy beauty I'd once overlooked. Unsettling, yes, but prophetic. Where does Stormwatch sit in your Tull journey? A misunderstood gem, or a storm too heavy to weather? Share your thoughts below. Every voice adds to the chorus. If you're enjoying these Vault Decodes, subscribe. A new album every week. And if you'd like to help me keep these Vault stories spinning, you can buy a Vault key. The link's in the description. Next time on the Collection Vault, Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick, revisited. Stay tuned.